What's going on, you guys?
What is up, everybody?
We're back.
We are back.
Let me just start by saying we've had a little technical difficulties here at the station.
A little would be like
An understatement.
An understatement to the extreme. So thank you everyone for being so patient tonight. I know that this episode is so late. We'll eventually get it. We
will someday.
We will. So if anyone wants to be hired as a tech person, we'll definitely hire you. No, basically we recorded the episode, but our levels on our mic were so messed up.
They were just off. We weren't feeling it, so we're like, we're going to redo it.
By the end, we were recording, and by the very end, I looked at him and I was like, cut it. Like, we're redoing it.
Yeah.
I'm not putting out this quality content. So thanks for being patient.
We hope we sound okay.
I know, watch it. The other one probably sounds better than this.
Anyways, hope you guys had a good weekend. It's been a hell of a week with the catches. We're at a total of 111 catches for January, and that's 18 catches last week.
That's
so
insane.
It's crazy.
That is insane. Shout out to all the catchers.
Yes, they've been doing crazy. 3 a day pretty much.
3 a day, some 9 a day.
Some 10 a day.
Some 10.
Anyways, we appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. We're just going to go ahead and jump right in because we've been just recording, I feel like, for 10 hours.
I feel like we've been running a marathon right now.
Yes.
It's okay. For you guys, it's all worth it.
It is. The first thing we wanted to talk about was there's a news story about the 3 kids or teens who killed their stepdad. I'll play a little clip here for you.
This is
teens over in the Rio Grande Valley. They are now charged with murder. This is for killing a man that they say police wouldn't do anything about, despite already having warrants for his arrest. Are they cold-blooded killers, or were their actions justified in defense of their little sister? Jonathan Martin making the case with attorney Charles Adams.
Capital murder because Quintanilla was kidnapped, right, when he was taken in the back of the F-150 and dropped off somewhere else.
The story of 2 teen brothers in South Texas arrested for beating their stepfather to death for allegedly sexually abusing their half-sister has a lot of people talking. They were apparently so enraged at their stepfather, Gabriel Quintanilla, they, along with their friend, confronted him at a home, beat him before attacking him 2 more times at another location, reportedly with brass knuckles, then dumping his body in a field where he was found dead.
Yikes.
Clearly a crime, but was it justified?
As in, if you are the defense attorney in this situation, what you're arguing is that there are these mitigating circumstances, the rape of their very young, small child, little sister, by their evil stepfather.
Yeah. Quintanilla did have a warrant out.
So yeah, that's pretty much the story.
It really breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen where in the past we've covered stories where people take matters into their own hands and they get arrested, they go to jail, all the whole 9.
Yeah, I can't say that I wouldn't do the same thing. Honestly, it doesn't even sound like they wanted. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to put anything out there, but it doesn't sound like they wanted to kill him. It sounds like they had brass knuckles. Maybe they went to go fight him, and maybe they hit him a little too much or too hard. It breaks my heart that these boys are 18, some even younger, and they blacked out in a rage. I would do the same thing. I really would.
Yeah, so they're in jail, but the community has been kind of going at it with this petition here for the 3 boys, ages 18, 17, and 18, facing capital murder charges for beating the stepdad. But yeah, this petition went out and they've got over 384,000 people to sign it. Wow. And they're asking the state of Texas to release these teenagers that could possibly spend the rest of their life in jail. What do you guys think? Do you think that they were justified in doing this? And if so, do you want to sign the petition? Because we will let you guys.
We will definitely link it in the description.
Yeah, it's an all-around crazy story. I mean, just because they're so young.
They're so young. And like I said, if I had that happen to me, I think I would black out in a rage, and I would fucking kill somebody. So we'll be following up on this one.
The first news we wanted to talk about here is Protect the Innocent. They got their first arrest and charge. This is coming from Hernando County in Florida. He was charged with communication to meet after using a computer to lure a child, sending solicit pictures or whatnot to a child, and using a two-way device to facilitate a felony, as well as with the marijuana charge there.
Huge ups to PCI. I mean, this is
PTI.
Oh, PTI, sorry. PTI, PCI, PNN. But I just think it's so incredible because they're in Florida, and Florida is a rather difficult state to get attention with these types of things. So the fact that they're getting attention and they're creating those maybe hopefully relationships with the police department, so the police department sees their work, they take them seriously, and when they get another call, they know, well, they do it right.
Exactly.
So huge congratulations to Protect the Innocent.
Yeah, last episode they were in our chat saying they were in the police station, and I think this was the result of that. So great work on that. Hopefully there's more arrests to come for you guys.
Yes.
Next up, we got Dream Floral did his White Guy Wednesday, the premiere of season 2 with the bingo night. How'd you like that?
I thought it was so much fun. Let me tell you what, I never really understood why all of these centers around the town have bingo nights, but
now you know.
It finally makes sense. Like, people were
Bingo's
saying,
a big industry.
Okay, well, let me tell you what. I am seriously about to join like a bingo group, if you will. I don't know, but I had so much fun to the point where everyone was saying, okay, we're ready to move on. And I was like, fuck, like just put numbers or something in there. Like,
you play with the numbers.
Let's go for round 3. So I loved it. Huge shout out to Bomb, who set that entire show up, really. She deserves so much credit, not only for being Alex's girlfriend, a mod for so many channels, but she's just like one of the kindest people ever.
Yeah, I thought the game was rigged. I almost won, and then I don't know what happened.
He almost had a diagonal win, but unfortunately you had to do like the full square.
Right. That's what we found out. Yeah.
So, close, but not close.
And speaking of Dream Floral, he's up there in Oregon right now with Alex. If you're not subbed, obviously go sub. They've been doing some crazy catches, and they have more to come, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They've been putting in work. And shout out to the Oregon police up there. They love it. Really, really good.
Oh, yeah. They love it up there. And speaking of Oregon, the last time he was up there in Oregon, he got this guy, the guy that had the auto car service place.
This was an iconic one.
This was a really bad catch. And the reason we're showing you that is because we got an update here. He was sentenced online sex corruption of a child, and he's eligible for the earliest release in 2024. So great work on that.
Great work. This guy got out of prison and went straight back in, all for the same things, because I believe he was in prison before for child.
It was.
So this guy deserves to rot in hell, and he's going to rot in prison.
The next update here from Alex as well is the manipulative sociopath. This guy, I think it won like first, I want to say, or
I think
second.
It won second. Alex always comes in second. So I'm going to just bet on second. But you guys remember this. This was the crazy mom. Remember we all talked about that?
Yeah, so he was arrested. We showed the mugshot where he looked like he got beat up. And then we got an update on Alex's Instagram here showing the dad was arrested for CP. And we're like, what? What's going on here? So we found the news article. YouTube tip led to Coast father son arrested after child porn soliciting sex from a child.
What?
So it says that the Gulfport police were searching the house of a man suspected of trying to meet a child for sex when they found CP belonging to a 62-year-old father. Now both men are in jail.
Wow.
So,
you guys, that's crazy that the police went in to get all the son's devices, and in the works, the dad was a pedo himself.
you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. So
True.
they uncovered that fire. Unbeknownst to them, the dad had CP on him. They're both being held in jail right now. I think the dad has a $150,000 bond, and the son is on a $750,000 bond. So they probably won't be out anytime soon.
I would love to be I mean, it's a really sad situation for the mother, even more knowing now. I would love to just be a fly on the wall.
How does... I don't want to say she knew, but like...
Right, but it's just so crazy that her two people that she lives with, her son and her husband,
both
are now
arrested for
both
this.
in jail for this. Wow.
She was crazy.
She's devastated. I bet she's devastated.
So we'll keep you updated if anything changes with that. And then the last update with Alex here is, I know you guys remember the dark web guy. See if I can rewind it just a tad, maybe, when he opens up.
Hey, how's it going, sir? This man...
So, yeah. This guy...
I literally sounded exactly like that.
Joey, I think his name was... turns out he has a podcast, and
yes, he does.
Everything was erased online. He deleted everything. His website is even down.
He talked about it on The Catch.
But Net Predators, he went on to his, I guess his YouTube and pulled all of these
Net
videos.
Predators on it.
Yeah, he's on top of it. So he pulled the videos from his podcast. We thought it was kind of interesting. I know a lot of you like to see some of the behind the scenes kind of private life of these people before they got exposed, and this is a glimpse into Joey Cagle.
RIP to Python.
Yes.
Like, how the hell did he get a brand deal? And
right,
you know what I'm
this
saying?
This podcast is an affiliate.
You know what? I listened to a part of his episode, and it sounds like one long ad. So maybe that's why he's a salesman at Target. He's the salesman here. But go check it out. See what you think. He's a weirdo. It's just so weird.
I was just getting my place back.
Okay, cool. Well, anyways, if you want to check that out, we'll link it below. Net Predators did a great job getting all of this guy's videos. The next thing here is PvP has a premiere set for tomorrow with TCOY doing the decoy work on this. And I think this guy was like I want to say he was in the Navy.
He was in the Navy. Yeah. Yep. TCOY put in some work this weekend for PvP. I believe there was 2 or 3 catches that she did the decoy work for. And this was an early one. I had to set my alarm at like 5 a.m.
5 a.m. I know he's out there.
Well, it's because, or actually I think it was 4 a.m. because the pred wanted to meet with the little girl before and then had to go to work. Definitely go watch this. There was a lot of runners this weekend.
Yes, there was.
And this guy was dumb as hell because he thought he could run away and maybe come back in a couple hours and he wouldn't know what car he was in. But he ended up, as he was running away, he ended up locking or hitting one of his keys. And so it made his car like boop, boop. And then he ran off. But PvP already knew what car it was.
Yeah, so go set your reminders for tomorrow.
Yes.
Next up, we got PCI, PCM, and DAP collabing this weekend, doing a crazy killer job. 10 catches, I think, in total.
It was insane.
And yeah, all of the catches were had their own kind of flavor.
Yeah, none of them blended in. So this week on our top 5, we actually had 46 catches. That was a record break for us. Usually there's about 20, and a majority of it was their catches from this weekend.
Right. They had 10.
For a second, I'm not going to lie, you guys, I thought every single one of our top 5 was going to be them.
PCI and PCM.
It was looking like that for a minute, but each catch just had something different to it that made it so memorable, and they put in that work.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're going to see a DAP point of view at some point from these catches. I'm sure we will.
I'm sure he'll upload.
But we do have some news from some older catches. Everyone's always giving them shit for not calling the police, and we know that the cops don't really work with them as much as they should probably.
Yeah, and it's not Eric, Shonda, Brooklyn. It's not their fault. It's just the Muncie police are like that. I was about to say shout out to the DA. Big no to the DA. The DA there needs to wake the hell up to what is going on in that county, but luckily they're getting some recognition.
Yeah, so the first one here is from January 8th. This was JJ. This was on their trip when they did like a little weekend trip, got a bunch of catches. But JJ here ended up on the news, on Metro Detroit News, saying that a predator catcher group was able to help put a man behind bars after he tried to meet a 14-year-old girl at a hotel, shouting out, Predator Catchers Incorporated, nonprofit based in Indianapolis.
Nice. That's dope that they gave them a shout out on the post, because a lot of the times the police will kind of want to make it sound like they maybe got a lead, but they're the main ones to thank.
So shout out to the news for definitely putting them in there.
Absolutely.
Wayne Kenneth Johnson Jr., 52, of Rochester Hills, was charged with 1 count of accosting child for immoral purposes and 1 count of using a computer to commit a crime, and he was given a $50,000 bail.
Also, do you see that they don't use vigilante? They say Predator Catchers Inc., a non-profit based in Indianapolis.
Right,
so
I like that.
Love that. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, and this account actually has like 150,000 followers.
Damn.
So that's some good exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's up with his smirk? Like, why does he have duck lips?
Trying to look all cute for the camera. And then the next little piece of news here is this guy, 36-year-old, talking to 3 different decoys.
Oh my God.
But he skirt off really quick. I don't know if we can play this. Yeah. But anyways, he was actually arrested. Fowler man arrested for child solicitation and drug charges. So they went to his house, got a warrant, searched it, found all of his devices, and got some evidence that was showing that he was actually soliciting nude photos.
Wow.
And then they found a bunch of, I think it was meth. No surprise there, right?
Take the garbage out.
So shout out to PCI, PCM. As you can see, they are getting arrests. Hopefully some of these charges stick.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully Muncie sees this and starts to take them more serious.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we got some updates from CREEPS Spotlight. You guys,
not even like a couple. We got a lot of updates from CREEPS Spotlight,
and we appreciate him for updating, because a lot of people in the community, they love to see what's going on with the catches, and that's kind of one of the reasons we started this channel, is so that we can give you those updates.
Because these updates take a lot of time.
They do.
They take up to a year, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a long time for us to be able to see it.
And we'll link all of the original videos below so you guys can see them if you haven't seen them yet. But the first one's coming from Zach in Long Island. And we're just going to say that all of these people, I think there's 5 different arrests that happened, and they all have the same charges. It's 2 felony counts, and it's attempted criminal sex act and attempted indecent material to minors.
So it just goes to show that CREEP or FM has really gotten down the process, exactly, the process of what he needs to do to put these creeps away if they're doing certain things, whatever. He's got it down. He hands over his evidence, and they are taking him so serious, which is just, I don't really think people understand what a big accomplishment this is in New York City. New York City deals with like the worst of the worst. And it's so busy. It's a city that never sleeps. So the fact that he's working hand in hand with these officers and they're giving him that recognition, it's so admirable.
Yeah, it's awesome. So the first one here is Zach. The second one is the imam that New York Post did a article on.
We
and
covered
it was pretty
last
big,
week.
a couple weeks ago. But he was also arrested, same charges, 2 felonies. Then we got the school bus driver. He was also charged 2 felony counts, and Victor Almonte is his name. And then the last one here is the principal, or this is the second to last. Claudio Garcia, assistant principal, and the students actually recognized him and were commenting on this video, which helped, I think, kind of get some attention on this one.
Yeah.
He was also charged, same counts, 2 felonies. And then the last one here is the probation didn't stop this pred guy. And the video, you don't really see him, but I think we got a picture here. Can't escape that. 2 felony counts as well.
Shelton Redrick.
So shout out to FM.
Yeah.
He's been putting in mad work.
He really has.
I'm sure we'll see more.
Yeah, and thank you so much again. Another thing that I do want to thank FM for is when he gives these updates, he'll link the original video with the updates. Sometimes we'll get updates and then I'll be like, wait, what guy was that? Or I'll go try to find it.
Right.
So definitely love the format.
The next conviction here, it's
just conviction night tonight.
I know. The next thing here is from Worldwide Predator Hunter. We haven't really seen him lately, but he's still doing work. And this is a conviction. Michael Blake Sook, 65, in Mobile, Alabama, 2 years in state prison, must serve 100% of the sentence and a lifetime registry.
Nice. And he looks old, so that's good. That's really good.
It is good. And then the other conviction is coming from CREEPS Cringe TV. This was their first conviction, and it took a while, as you guys know, to go through the system. I think their catch happened in May, and the guy took a plea deal, and he was sentenced to 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so they had
10 years.
Yeah, they were super stoked on that, as they should be.
That's huge. To get someone 10 years in prison, that's a really big thing to make happen. So that just shows that his evidence, all of his proof and everything. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. God, I am just messing up tonight. But that just goes to show that her evidence and everything that she was putting in, 10 years, solid. That's solid.
Yeah, and I think the DA said, thank you for giving the evidence to get this guy convicted. And she also mentioned something about perhaps working more closely with them to get more convictions.
Right. Yeah.
Get a higher conviction rate there.
The people that are in it for the right reasons, a lot of them will. I mean, I think that's everyone's goal eventually is to
100%.
work hand in hand to make it as smooth as possible to catch them, to hand them over.
And then the last kind of update here is coming from Hugh Min. We showed him really on one of the earlier episodes of our show.
Season 1. Yeah,
but he does some catches, and he doesn't have any new content, but he did say there's more on the way. But he posts this about this guy, James Cook, and I asked him what the story was on this, and apparently he was talking to him. He's based out of Virginia, and so he was talking to a 9-year-old decoy, got sexual, so he turned it all into the police in that area. He's he's in California.
Right.
So he turned it all into the sheriff. The sheriff forwarded it to the ICAC detective there, and the detective worked closely with FBI. I think he said she might have been ex-FBI, or she has a lot of contacts. So the U.S. Marshal picked this guy up.
Wow.
So he's doing a lot of work. Just wanted to remind you of his channel.
Yes. And also, if you guys are on Instagram, go follow him because he posts a ton of content, especially all the people that love the decoy calls, the decoy chats. He posts a lot of chats that are just mind-blowing every time I watch them. So we'll link his Instagram down below.
And the next update here is from Florida Ped Chaser. He posts this on his Instagram. We just thought it was kind of cool, wanted to share it. He said, it's nice when the police actually give a damn about the work that you're putting in. It makes you feel appreciated. Big shout out to the Collier County Sheriff's SV unit. And they gave him this little pin.
This is incredible.
Which is pretty dope.
This is actually incredible because a lot of the times with the police, they'll either tell you what you're doing is wrong, or to your face, like in our case when we went with CC unit, they were like, thank you so much, we appreciate it. I think this is what you thought that they were going to give us when he said,
this is what I wanted.
I have a gift for you. But I just think it's incredible that they really do appreciate his work. And again, it's Florida, who we heard is really difficult to work with, giving recognition to our catchers.
Yeah, so hopefully building this relationship with this sheriff's department will help facilitate some
That's like
charges.
Nicer than the play button you get at 100,000.
Right?
Huge shout out.
Huge shout out. And we also wanted to say happy birthday. We heard it was his birthday just this week. So
happy birthday from PNN.
And actually, I don't have any graphics for you guys, but Web Pred Patrol did send me an article, and we'll post this as well. But the diaper pred, this just in, he was arrested with felony charges and got $500,000 bond.
Whoa, that's like just in. Like we just got that.
Yeah, just in. Mr. Morgan was charged with 5 counts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor and distribution of materials. He appeared in court on Thursday.
Wow. Wait, so this is actually his first arrest, right? I feel like maybe, goddamn, I'm thinking really hard. I feel like maybe they detained. I think this is his first real arrest. So, well,
this was the one, remember when he was leaving and then the cops pulled him over for like a speeding through the stop sign thing and then whatever. So yeah, shout out to WPP on that. We'll keep you guys posted on there.
And we'll link the original article since we just got it on our phone. We'll link it down in the description.
And then the last thing is our episodes here.
Speaking of descriptions.
Speaking of.
Yeah, so basically whenever we go live, I know all of you guys want to see what videos we're talking about, what articles we're talking about. So it always takes us an hour after, but we will go through, and every time we change the subject, whether it be on a different catcher or a different video or whatever, just a different topic, we will break it down. So maybe, you know, you don't catch our episodes until Wednesday and you don't want to sit through an entire episode on your mobile device. It'll break this down into different chapters. So you can just go and watch a news story that you want to hear, or if, you know, DAP is your favorite catcher and you want to hear his update, you can just go there rather than going through our entire video and wondering, you know, where everything is. So we just wanted to let you guys know that that is there. I know we get a lot of comments where people are like, what video are you talking about here? Or what catcher was that? So it is always in the description. Yeah,
like she said, give us an hour. Emily puts that in there. So thank you for doing that. Looks so nice.
Yeah, a little OCD, but...
And then that pretty much wraps it up on the news. We may have missed a few things. There was so much to cover.
There was so much.
But we do have some new graphics here for the top 5. Let's see if we can get this down.
Top 5.
The first one, number 5, coming from Courtney Elizabeth. And this was her first time appearing on the top 5.
And it was a goodie.
It was a goodie.
It was real good.
Let's play this.
Play it. I have an 18-year-old girlfriend. You said that you like younger. You're trying so hard to relate to this 12-year-old. Why are you trying to relate to a 12-year-old so bad?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I need more people to talk to, and it's easier to relate to a younger crowd because they watch shows that I watch more commonly.
What?
Like what?
I don't know that many 33-year-olds. First off, I don't go out and meet people my own age. And secondly, I don't really have a sense of what people my age actually enjoy or like, because it's...
Well, maybe you should figure it out. Maybe you should get out there and see what people your age are freaking doing.
Go do something, bro.
Yeah, so you guys, this guy is a true pedo in my eyes because... So go watch this video first off, because Courtney also shows you the decoy calls, and I actually wanted to show that instead of this, but I know people like the catches the most. But go watch it. He is so disgusting, and he has an 18-year-old girlfriend currently who he's been dating, and she just turned 18. But he was saying, well, if she leaves me, then I have you, and the decoy was saying, well, aren't I too young? And he's like, yeah, you know, I'll get in a lot of trouble until you're 18. But
so he knew.
Oh, he knew. And I've never heard a predator say that the reason they do it is because of a TV show and they want like to maybe don't watch TV then.
Yeah, turn your TV off.
Get out there and read a freaking book. Disgusting.
So shout out to Courtney.
Yeah, that was her first time on our top 5.
And it was her first live catch, I want to say, as well, for 2022.
Yes, I like her. She doesn't always go live for catches anymore. Because she just says that she likes being super present, not having to worry about if the camera quality or whatever.
Right.
But we definitely love the live.
And then number 4, coming in from, I think this is going to be Alex.
PP official.
With the Swingers, I think it was. Is that the name of them? These people were really sick, honestly. Amanda and Joe caught. And arrested.
Yes.
It's stressful, but in order to save your ass and save your kid, you got to tell me, okay? So when did it start for you?
I don't know how long it was.
Was it over a year ago?
I think Sunday was the only thing I was young.
Oh.
It was.
You were sending pictures of naked 5-year-olds in the messages, in the chat.
Oh my God.
You told me you were.
From group chats.
Yes, I know that was in a group chat.
A group chat. Yeah, she's definitely, I believe, on the spectrum a little bit. She lives at home with her 40-something-year-old boyfriend, and they're just the ultimate creeps. But the worst part, isn't she pregnant? Yeah, she was pregnant because Alex was like, you don't want to have to give birth to a baby in jail.
Right.
And it's actually in the beginning when her family came out, they were like, please call the cops on him. They didn't really want her to be involved, but they were like, get him out of here because he is a sex offender and I cannot bring my children into this house.
Right.
But
this was
great job, Alex and team, and it's good that they were arrested. It's really, really unfortunate that she's pregnant and in jail, but at the same time, don't be a freaking sicko, and then you won't have to pay the consequences.
It's not hard. And then number 3 is coming from, I want to say this one is DAP, PCI, and PCM over the weekend. This was this guy. The crying.
My boy was not my boy, but he was weeping.
Yeah. So you accidentally sent me your address, a picture of your front door.
What an idiot.
That was an accident.
Oops.
Leon, come on, man. Let's start talking the truth. Okay? You came here to have sex with a little boy.
No, I was not.
Then why did you ask that little boy if he fucks like a grown man?
Wow.
Bro, come on, bro. I have the messages right here.
Can I just leave?
I mean, I can't hold you, but we can call the police.
But bro, I want to know.
You don't want to say nothing at all?
But no, I want to know why you did this, though. Wait.
Nothing?
But why did answer me this, man. Why did you, like... So you said I was too young. You said I was too young.
Yeah.
You said I was too young first, and then...
They always say they're too young.
Right. I remember when I used to decoy, pretty much every single message would be, oh my God, you're way too young, get off the app. And then
they wouldn't block.
Well, within 24 hours, they would hit me up and be like, so like, what are you
doing for?
Yeah. I definitely cannot date you in any way, but we can just be friends. And then within a day, they were sending dick pics.
Exactly.
But they did so good with this. This guy was blasted. He was blasted.
Yes, he
and
was.
And he was crying. He was just a mess. But
Dap should have hit him with the "excuse me, everybody inside." I know there was
workers.
one person in the store.
Excuse me, everybody.
Number 2 is also coming from PCI, PCM.
I'm not going to lie. I thought every single one of our top 5s was going to be PCI, PCM.
It was looking like that for a second.
It really was.
Can you imagine if we just had a whole top 5, all one catcher?
I mean, they damn near, they put in that work. They damn near deserve it, but a couple other contenders came up.
This one, though, the guy met him at a movie theater.
Yeah, They creeped up on him.
Is that popcorn in the back behind him?
Yes. You watch it? He got popcorn everywhere.
Popcorn's everywhere.
And he's still eating it. Roll that.
The difference between right and wrong.
Yes, I do.
You do. So do you understand?
What am I guilty of for buying 2 tickets?
Bro,
of meeting a 13-year-old girl.
You met a child online, and now you're meeting her.
Just eating popcorn.
Do you understand what I would do if that was my daughter?
Shoving it in his face.
Do you understand?
He doesn't give a
No, look
fuck.
at me. Look at my face. Do you know what I would do to you if that was my daughter?
His hair.
Yes, but here you are doing it.
Bro, what the
Here
fuck's
you are
going on,
doing
man? You really think this shit's alright?
No, not really.
Then what are you doing?
No, not really.
I mean, I said nothing to him about nothing.
Well, you just said you don't think it's alright, so...
Are his
can you
eyes
explain it?
I was
closed?
just trying to help out.
He's falling asleep.
Okay?
Yeah, this one kind of pissed me off.
This one pissed me off a lot. First off, he got movie tickets for the little girl in the back. They got the last row. So you know what he was going to try to do.
Right, sicko.
And you can just see by the way he's responding, the look, the ew, his mouth wide open with the fucking popcorn. Oh my God, chew that. Anyways, you could just tell that he was defensive and he was just like a whiny little boy. And
nothing that they could say would make an impact. I feel like with this guy, he's done.
You literally phrased it perfectly. Nothing was shaking him in this situation. Not the flashlight in the face, not the phone in the face, not the questions, not nothing. And not even the police.
Not even the police.
The police showed up, and by the end, this guy got to go into the movie theater and make it on time to his movie.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go watch his movie.
Yeah, they said as they were all leaving, they were like, all right, where are you going to go? Like, you're going to get picked up? You're going to drive home? Maybe we need to get your license plate, whatever. And he was like, no, I'm going to go watch the movie.
Like, bro.
Like, he learned nothing. But you know what will teach him a lesson? His face being blasted all over the internet.
Yeah, it seems like this is not the first time this has happened. He's just very comfortable with the situation and just like ready for it to be over so he can continue eating his popcorn.
Smiling. Ugh. Trash.
So shout out to DAP, PCM, and PCI on this last weekend. And that brings us to number 1. And number 1 is coming from a first on the top 5. This is Pred Gang Association. Mm-hmm. And they were bringing in the votes for this one. They were bringing
in the votes, and we featured them a couple weeks as being a newer catcher. Mm-hmm. I think that you guys, if you guys have not gone to their channel, in the beginning, he does like a really good voiceover, kind of explaining things. He goes over the chat logs. He listened. You guys wanted to slow the chat logs down, so he did that. Just really receptive, a great channel, and
I want to see more.
Number 1, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to PJ. Let's play a little clip here.
Let's roll that.
Please get away from me.
Get away from me.
This is so funny how this happened.
Hey, I need y'all to please get away from me. I don't know who y'all are or what y'all got going on.
That's fine. So we can just escort you outside since you want to act like you ain't know what you're doing.
Escort me? Who are you?
Listen, I'm here to understand what you're here doing.
Who are you?
Listen, I know you're out here.
Excuse me, man.
Excuse me.
This man's here to meet a 15-year-old girl. This man's here to meet a 15-year-old girl. This man is
his
here to meet
hands
a 15-year-old
up.
girl. Call the police. Call the police. This man's here to meet a 15-year-old girl.
Good editing.
I'm so serious. I've been talking to him for the last hour on an app called
She
Scout.
ain't having it.
Please call the cops.
Okay, watch.
He's caught.
Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me, everybody.
Oh, and I do want to let everyone know he did give credit to DAP in the beginning for using his catchphrase. He said, huge shout out to DAP. I did use your catchphrase, so I want to give you credit. Watch what happens, you guys. Help! Oh my God, I'm so weak. He wanted help. And he literally runs into police.
I'm weak.
Okay, so we'll save the rest for you guys. So we did find out that, okay, thanks studio audience. We did find out that the police were actually not there for that situation, but they ended up taking it over, and then we'll just save the rest for you. Go check it out to see if he gets arrested, if he gets let go, but definitely go subscribe.
What are the chances that the cops are walking in as he's running out?
I just love that he's yelling, help, help, and then the police are there, and he's like hand down, like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need any help.
We good over here.
Let me get in my car.
So that's the top 5. We do have our honorable mention that we want to
really
do
quick.
a show.
Sorry, I do need to interrupt one more time. Shout out to everyone who voted again for our top 5. And PNN Discord hit 400 people.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Shout out to everyone in there and who voted. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys. The honorable mention this week is coming from Creep Hunters, Texas, and
formerly known as Cowboy Chris.
Formerly known, yes. But this is I think it's his 8th catch, and this one was, I'd say it was pretty good. I thought it should have made the tops, honestly.
It was close. It was really close.
Let's play a little clip.
To be a mentor?
Mentor someone.
Oh.
And I even sent advice saying, hey,
okay.
Open yourself up, talk to other people, share who you are. No big deal.
So you were like gonna like mentor him to like guide and like mold him, right? To like.
I didn't mention anything sexual.
Right,
I didn't want anything sexual.
Right, there wasn't any mention of anything sexual.
Yeah.
But what you were, I guess you were saying that your intentions were to be a mentor-esque program.
Correct.
So are you like running like a nonprofit or something like that? Where
so
you
my
do
degree,
these things?
My degree is in psychology.
Okay.
And so
where do you go to school?
Huh?
Where do you go to school?
I graduated.
Oh, you
I graduated in 2018. So the goal was to mentor him, to help him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The goal was to mentor him and send nudes and be sexual and, just
the normal.
Just teach him not to meet up with predators like me. No. Huge shout out to Chris. He did a great job. And I love how he kind of like greets the predator, like, he kind of plays into it. And it was actually really funny how he started this video out. So definitely go watch it, how he went and confronted the guy. Really good.
Yeah, shout out to Chris. And I think he hit 9K too, subs, which is also huge. So congratulations on that.
Getting that recognition he deserves.
Yes. And that brings us to a couple new channels that we wanted to showcase for you guys. The first one is SoCal PH, and you may have seen them before. They do some catches with the CC unit, and they're down in SoCal, obviously. But they do a lot of lives on Instagram, and I'm hoping that they start to do more lives on YouTube. But if not, we'll link the Instagram down below so you guys can go follow them.
Yeah,
and check them out.
It's always dope to get a second point of view too, like even if it's an upload of a CC unit catch, sometimes people like to actually see CC unit and the pred in the frame.
True.
So it's a dope different point of view. So definitely,
and he does his own. He does his own too, so
which is also awesome.
So shout out to SoCal PH. We'll drop the link for you guys on that. The second channel here is Losers Inc. And they're a new channel, very, very new. But they do reviews on catches and spread awareness. And we were talking to them. They have a lot of good things planned. I don't want to give it away yet. But
yeah, it's a really cool channel. They're brand new. Like I'm talking about like 24 hours new.
Yes.
So you can see here 4 subscribers. But he does really great commentary over these catches. I watched a couple, and with me, I'm very kind of picky about, okay, are we going to let it on PNN? Do we want people to go subscribe? He gives great commentary. So definitely go check it out.
Yeah.
And yeah. Welcome to the community, Losers Inc.
And we'll also, when he announces what he's doing next, we'll also let you guys know. But go follow him on Instagram as well. It's at losers__inc. And we'll link that for you guys. And the last channel is Captain CPP Decoy. He's the decoy for Colorado Pet Patrol, and he started his own channel doing decoying. So if you want and you like that decoy kind of behind the scenes, he does a really good job. He kind of dives deeper than some other decoys with the whole process.
Okay.
So if you guys want to see how it works, definitely go check them out. They got some good calls on there.
Nice.
And that pretty much wraps it up, you guys.
Yeah, so I do want to say, everybody, I would show you our notes, but I don't want to give anything away. We still are working on the Oculus deep dive. Our notes are so crazy. So this is what the holdup is. We thought, what a better way to do this video than if we firsthand experience it in a way. So Cup's cousin actually has one, and he's driving it up to us so we can use it for a week and see firsthand. But we talked to his cousin, and he said it's really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
So we are working on that. Don't think that that's just slipped under the radar.
Well, Emily said it would come out this next week, and I was like, yo, like, no, I want to spend some time on this. I want to dive into it and kind of get it all sorted. And there's a lot. We've uncovered a lot of crazy, like, studies, and it's just the whole thing is seeming really bad.
It's crazy. It may even be more than a 1 episode type thing.
Who knows?
But it's crazy, and it is the birthing ground for, you guys know me, the birth. I always say that it's a birthing ground for some of the worst preds on the planet. So that is still coming up. We love you guys. Thank you for being so patient today on our late episode. Next week we'll do better.
Until next time, drop some purple hearts and we'll see you.
Drop them.
Peace.